Good evening, everyone. Welcome to day 17 of our UGC-NET Paper I class. In today's class, we are entering the section of Mathematical Aptitude in Unit-5. In that in particular, we are going to see about fractions today. So, moving on to the slides. Actually, the slides and contents are very much minimal only. So after finishing class, I have an opinion. So after completion of the class, you guys share your opinion so that we can rearrange our pattern in the from tomorrow's class. So first, what is fraction, or what are fractions? A fraction here, please note the first definition. A fraction is defined as dividing anything into an equal or unequal part or parts. So, and every part is known as fraction, which is represented as a form of the number. So, when there is anything, whatever thing, so like in common, when I was browsing through the options in the internet, common shape obtained was more of a pizza in fraction. So, 8 slices, 6 slices, 4 slices. I hope I know you guys know that. So even in cake also, how many pieces you are cutting, or among or all the pieces are same in size, or it differs. So like that. So each piece, that is either you cut it in equal, means that is equal part, or you are cutting it in a various proportionate different sizes. So that means unequal part. So each part is known as fraction. So that is known as fraction. So fractions are represented with a denominator and a numerator. So and are always rational numbers. So I hope everyone know about that whole numbers, prime numbers, whatever those things, you know. So rational numbers is more of a point which are the rational numbers, something like that we can say. So decimal places la that could be called as rational numbers. So, but there is a more definition to that. I don't want to ponder over that here. So, fractions are represented with a denominator and a numerator. So, fractions can be written in both ways by giving a slash between the two numbers, or by writing one on top and separating the other below by a line. So, actually here I have written as 12, but the thing is either it is written like this 1/2, or we know like we will write normal thing. So that is 1 below there will be line, then below that there will be another number 2. So here, so we can write in either way. Here the denominator is the number that is below. So whichever number is below the line or after the slash, that is denominator, and whichever number that is above the line or before the slash, that is numerator. So here 1 is the numerator, 2 is the denominator. So and the fraction, so such type of thing is read as 1/2. So 1/2. So like that it is being read. So it is a part of whole unit or a quantity. So it is also a part, but it is not a equal, or it could be equal or may not be equal. So if a square, triangle or circle is divided into two equal parts, one of these parts is a fraction of the whole square or triangle or circle. So here, while writing a fraction, or while noting down the fraction, these are the points we have to keep and remember. So a fraction represents one or more equal parts, that we saw. Then the number above the line in the fraction is called the numerator. The number below the line is called the denominator. So when the numerator and denominator of a fraction are equal, then the fraction equals to 1. So we know that. So there are as many ways to write 1 as a fraction as there are numbers. So for particular one, I don't know. So I think all of you might have heard about Srinivasa Ramanujam, the great mathematician. So here what he would do is that, so நம்மளுக்கு வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா while today's date we are simplifying and using pi value as 22/7, but he used some 3-digit number, like I don't know exactly the number, still he used something like 644/579, something like that he used. In the end pi value is actually already fixed, that is 3.14 and something. So when you use a scientific calculator on your, or right now in our Android mobile, when you click on pi, then if you press equals, you will get a value, a string of numbers. But when you divide 22/7, at the most the first 3 digits after decimal only would be equal. After that the consecutive or successive string of numbers varies with the original pi value from the 22/7 value. So we are, since rounding it off by 2 points, so we are using 3.14 instead of directly 3.14, we are using 22/7. But actually that is in the minute end, that is wrong for use, for that is wrong to use for the substitution, as the substitution of pi. So that's how the numbers we are, since rounding it off, we are assuming it, but the 22/7 value and pi value are entirely different. So fractions that have the same denominator are said to have common denominator. So here, like a previous that 1/2 example, here they have given 5/10. 5 is the numerator, 10 is the denominator. So this is this whole part is known as fraction. So properties of fraction. So again, I am assuming that you guys have some basic idea about what is real number and whole number. So I don't want to stick with or ponder over these things. If not, you please go through either Google or ChatGPT, whatever, because I don't want to complicate your understanding. So you better understand on your own. So here the properties is that similar to real numbers and whole numbers, a fraction number also holds some of the important properties. So whole number means it is starting from 0. So that is 0, 1, 2, 3, whatever. And real numbers means, I think we are using that I value. I hope no, the imaginary numbers, no, that is imaginary numbers. Before that we are using that plus minus something. So all those things could come like that. So here the properties are commutative and associative properties hold true for fractional addition and multiplication. See, commutative, I think in Venn diagram, if you go for De Morgan's law or whatever thing, so there are certain properties where collectively known as commutative and associative, whether it would be plus or minus. Adhaadu eppdin pathina, I think it would come like this. So A, let me type it. So see, this is one of the example, not exactly the same example. So AB, A plus B plus C plus D equal to A plus C plus B plus D. So I think I don't know exactly which is commutative or associative, but one such formula is this. So here we can interchange the values, still in the end we will get the same value. Like multiplication tables, 1 3 is 3, 3 1 is 1, 3 1 is 3. So both are same in either way. That is for a product multiplication. So that's what they have said here. It holds true for fractional addition as well as multiplication. So that is the example here. Next, identity element of fractional addition is 0 and fractional multiplication is 1. See, identity element could be called as you are adding or something, multiplying like that. So that where the same element would be added means we will get cancelled and there is a possibility of 0. But fractional multiplication, you know that. So 1 by 2 into 2 by 1 is, that is 1. So always fractional multiplication is 1. So that also in the identity property, it is fractional addition is 0, fractional multiplication is 1. Then multiplicative inverse of AB is B by A. So here multiplicative inverse. So inverse means the numbers are reversed. So here on the particular, they have said that both A and should be non-zero elements. Other than 0, they could be anything, even negative numbers, real, imaginary numbers, whatever. But they could not be 0. So next, fractional numbers obey the distributive property of multiplication over addition. So these are all the common mathematical properties. So since I want to give you a collective idea, I am saying that we might not need exactly for the NET exam, but if you want to understand the fractions better, so you need to have a basic idea of what is what. So what is commutative, what is associative, and what is inverse, and what is identity here, and distributive property. So all these things, if you are feeling that no, I am not going to use thing in other things, you just leave it. No, not a much issue. So next, so this is the sample or some example. So when it is a whole, this is 1. Then if it is divided by that is half, that is 1 by 2. Then this is 1/3, 1/4, 1/5, 1/6, 1/7, 1/8, 1/9, 1/10. So see, whichever pattern or you are dividing, it will form the fraction only. So here they have taken a circle and divided all the parts equally. So everything would be called as 1/10. So whatever number of parts they are divided. So here 7 parts means everything would be 1 by 7 like that. There are some rare cases where they will divide it equally. See, even our own pie chart, well, when we are presenting the data interpretation, there the chart might not be equal. So there we will get a percentage, so this many people, if we are going for that demographic profile in our questionnaire, so male, female, others, so 3 things are there. Definitely all 3 won't be equal in a question, the responses. So that this 1 by 3 could be actually, though all differs, still everything could not be called as 1 by 3. So when here we are dividing on what basis, that if it is coming as a point, this is 1.2 and that could be 0.9. So like that it might be there. So these are the different fractions. Actually here in the picture everything is equal. So this could be also called as equal fractions. And next, moving on, types of fractions. So types of fractions. There are 7 types. And today's class I have taken only 2 types. So remaining we will be discussing in tomorrow's class. So what are the 7 types? Proper and improper, mixed, like, unlike, unit, equivalent. So these are the 7 types of fractions. So proper fraction. A fraction is known as proper fraction when the numerator is less than the denominator. So கீழ இருக்கிற நம்பரை விட மேல இருக்கிற நம்பர் சின்னதா இருக்கணும். So அப்படி இருந்துச்சுன்னா that is proper fraction. So note that numerator is less than the denominator. That is proper fraction. So this is always applicable for recognizing proper fractions. So randomly ஒரு question நீங்க பார்க்கும்போது, if the values are like this, that is the numerator is whatever value it is less than the denominator, then that or such fractions could be called as proper fractions. Here they are given 5 by 8, 11 by 23, all those things. Then you can easily understand or deduce that improper fraction is direct opposite. So a fraction is known as an improper fraction when the fraction has numerator which is greater than the denominator. So again, this is also always applicable for recognizing improper fractions. So here also they have given that as in the case of improper fraction, the denominator can be 1 So a natural number is also an improper fraction. That is, normally we are writing the 1, 2, 3 numbers, no? They could be written as divided by 1 also. So 5 divided by 1 also 5 only. So in that case, all the natural numbers are also improper fraction only. So keep that in mind. So an improper fraction is every time greater than 1. So final value, if you solve this, so 5 by 8, calculator, you will get some value around 0.4 or 0.5 something. So but here in improper fraction, if you convert into decimal point or a decimal thing, there the answer will always be greater than 1 only. So that would be 1.2 or 1.3. Here also it is 4, and here it could be 1 point something. So on the here it is 6. So this is the improper fraction. So I hope you understood both. So proper means numerator is less than the denominator. In improper means numerator is greater than the denominator. So that's how we are identifying the improper and proper fractions. That's it. Today's class is over. In tomorrow's class, we will see the remaining whatever the remaining types. So that's all. Thank you.